Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back, Grand Rising to Therapy with Miss T, where I'm Miss T and I got a message for you guys, okay? So, as always, how are you all doing? I hope you are blessed, safe, and well. This is Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. But as always, I'll let you know I am not a therapist. I'm intuitive, so I pick up on the energy and the messages from the Most High. If you've helped one, you've helped some, so I hope that this message helps someone. But if you need help, feel free to reach out to someone and get the help that it is that you need. There's nothing wrong with speaking to someone, there's nothing wrong with getting therapy, okay? But yes, guys, the Most High just came through, all right? And this is what the Most High showed me, okay? So first I was shown a vision of a fire extinguisher, all right? So for some of you guys around this time, now this is energy, so this can be you or someone connected to you, can be past, present, or future. Every message is not your message. Every day is not your day. Every week is not your week. But I just hope that I've helped someone through this message. So the Most High showed me the fire extinguisher, right? And we know that it does what? It puts out the fire. It puts out the disaster. It puts out something that has gotten too big. It puts out something that can destroy you, right? So there's something that's about to be put out, thus saith the Lord. There's some things or some people or some circumstances or some situations that have gotten too big, that have gotten too destructive, that can literally destroy you. And the Most High is not going to let any weapon formed against you prosper. So the way that the Most High was showing it to me is that for some of you guys, it is about to be put out. Whatever this thing is that you've been dealing with, whatever this burden is that you've been carrying, whatever this heaviness is that you've had on you, right? It's about to be put out because that's what the fire extinguisher does. It puts out the fire, right? Then I was shown, then I heard cried wolf, right? So I was drawn back to the story indirectly. You know the story of the boy that cried wolf, right? And what happened in a sense, he kept calling on people, he kept crying wolf, he kept asking for help, he kept saying things, right? Well, there came a point where he really, really needed the help, right? But no one was willing to listen. Why? Because he had already used up all of his help. He had already reached out, he had already said things when he really didn't need it. And now when he really needed it, no one was willing to listen to him cry for help. So there's something around this time, guys, where there's someone that may be crying for help, and there are people that are falling on deaf ears and they are not willing to listen because there are some people around you or some people that have been in your life that have said some things and used up their lifelines. Thank you, Spirit. That was the other thing I was drawn to, lifeline. Okay, they have used up their lifelines when it comes to receiving help, and now they are crying wolf and not able to truly receive it, right? Now, that's why I always tell you to pray for your enemies. Then I was drawn to, in a sense, you remember the games back in the day, like I think it was like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and stuff like that, like when them shows used to come on, right? Well, in a sense, when the shows would come on, they would give you what, like three lifelines, and you would be able to call a friend, or you'd be able to get some sort of help from the audience, or you'd be able to get some sort of help from the people, right? Like there was always up to three options to get help if you got in a bind, if you got stuck, right? A lifeline. Well, the way that the Most High was showing it to me is that for someone, all the lifelines are gone, right? All the options, all the help, all the things that could be used because you've already used them up for your other questions to answer them, right? So now it's like you're getting to the point where you got to answer this question. You got to have an answer for this question that they're asking you to see if you can receive the money because you what? You want to be a millionaire, right? Well, there's no more lifelines to use for this question. For some of you guys, some of your enemies have no more lifelines, thus saith the Lord. They have used up all of their lifelines when it comes to receiving help. They have used up all of their chances when it comes to receiving help. They are now crying wolf, and it is falling on deaf ears. It is falling on deaf ears, thus saith the Lord. Everything that has been done to you goes back onto the same person and people that have tried to hurt you. It goes back onto them. Pray for your enemies at this time. They need it. They truly need prayer. The Most High said the fire is being put out. Whatever obstacles or situations you've been going through, they are being put out. But as your fires are being put out, the enemy is being dealt with. The enemy is being dealt with. And there are some things that the enemies have tried to do to you. There are some things that the Most High knows has been done or sent your way. Attacks, spiritual attacks, things that you cannot see, the principalities of darkness that you have been battling. There are some things that people have sent to hurt you, literally in your soul, in your spirit. People don't know that there are people that are into witchcraft. There are people that are into spell work. There are people that will pay others to send attacks your way, to do graveyard rituals on you, to do tiring spells on you, to tire you out, to do money spells so that your finances will never blossom. There are some things that have been done to you guys unbeknownst to yourself, and you don't even know it. All they have to do is print your photo, put you on an altar, know your name. There are some people that will do that. There are some people that have done that. There are some people that have cursed you, your family, your bloodline. That's why a lot of people are breaking generational curses. Generational. And a lot of you guys are doing that very thing, breaking a curse. So for some of you guys, the fire is being put out, thus saith the Lord. But for some other people that have been around you, they are crying wolf, and it's falling on deaf ears now. They have used up all their lifelines. No one is coming to help them. This is that season where you have to give it to the Most High. The only one that can save you is the Most High. That is the season that we're going into. And for some of you guys, some of your enemies are dealing with some things, and no one is going to listen. And it even said that in one of the scriptures that I read a way back. I'm going to look and see if I can find it and repost it in the community feed. Because in the scripture, it said that. It said God was basically saying, when I called out to them, they would not listen. So when they call out to me, I will not listen. That is what it said. Basically, God is saying it's going to fall on deaf ears. Because when I gave you a chance to listen, you chose not to listen. That is what it is. And you can't say that you didn't know. The Most High will send prophets. The Most High will send messengers to help you listen. But you have free will as to whether you choose to do that or not. Some of you guys have people that have gone against you. They have cried wolf. They have said some things. They have used up all their lifelines. They have used them all up. And the only one that they can call on now is the Most High. And he says that he may not listen. He may not. If you only knew some of the stuff that was sent your way. If you only knew some of the stuff that people have tried to transpire against you. If you only knew. And people thought that I was a witch and that I was crazy when all this stuff is happening. You're not crazy. Witchcraft is real. Spell work is real. And people be using it every single day. Doing all kind of stuff. And they think God don't see it. They think the Most High not watching. They think because they pay somebody else to do it, that it's not going to affect them. You are the person. You intended to do it. You paid to have it done. There are some people that have done love spells on you to try to go against your free will to love who you want to love. Yes. Vengeance is his, thus saith the Lord. There is going to be some repayments. Oh, it's going to be some repayments. And everything is going to have to be paid back in full, thus saith the Lord. Everything. For every action, there's a reaction, and there's going to be a response. I keep telling you guys, I saw the gavel. The Most High is not playing. He is not playing at this time. He is not playing. So just know that the Most High said, the fire extinguisher, he showed me the vision. The fire is being put out in your life. There's somebody that was crying wolf. They are not listening anymore. It's falling on deaf ears. And there's someone that has used up all their lifelines, and they don't have any more lifelines. Some of your enemies are out of lifelines. Some of them are truly going to have to take it to the Most High and pray that he can redeem their soul. Their soul. Because they didn't care about yours. When they came against you. They didn't care about you. They talked about you. They laughed at you for having a wish, a dream, to desire to have more out of life. They laughed at you. They said some things about you. But guess who didn't let you fall? The Most High. Praise to the Most High. Love the Most High, because he's who's putting that fire out for you. The Most High. And there are some of your enemies that are going to be trying to use a lifeline that no longer exists, trying to call for help that will not come to them. And it's in one of the scriptures, and I'm going to find it. And the Most High says it. He says, when I reached out to you and I sent people to you, you chose not to listen. So when you call out to me, I'm going to not listen. And it states that in the Bible. So it's time, guys, for some of you guys to realize that the Most High is really covering you. When I say that he has your front, your back, and your sides, that is what I mean. That is what he has. See, there's another world in the spiritual realm that you don't know what is happening on a spiritual level. The attacks that come against you on a spiritual level. The enemy knows that you are gifted. The enemy knows that you have talents. The enemy knows that you can see things. The enemy knows that you can sense things. The enemy knows that you have these gifts. The enemy knows. You think the enemy wants you to have them? So the enemy does what? 24/7 conspire against you. But the Most High sits high. So he knows the tactics of the enemy too. And everything they said about you, the Most High heard it. Everything they did and they said about you, he's been building up the report. For everything, it is going to come back unto these people. Pray for your enemies. That is what they're going to need. Prayer. Because I keep picking up on sickness. They're going to need prayer. A lot of people are going to be sick after what they've done to you. They are going to be dealing with ailments and body issues after what they've done to you. There are some people that are going to be cursed after what they've done to you. Their family bloodlines are cursed after what they've done to you. This is not a game. It is not a joke. It is for real. And you guys are soldiers fighting in a spiritual battle. And you better make sure you're on the right side of the team. Because the Most High soldiers, he has to train you. He has to train you. You've seen nothing yet. The battles get harder, not easier. There's always a bigger giant. But that one will fall as well. Because he know the plans. And the plans are what the plans are. Stay close to the Most High to receive your orders. To receive your mission. To do your will. His will be done. Stick to him. Because it's going to get harder. But it'll be easier indirectly because your blessings will come. You will be blessed for working for God. You will be blessed beyond your measures. It tells you the land of the milk and honey. You will have that. And everybody that's trying to follow you into the sea are going to be drowned. This is not a game. And it's for real. And for some of you guys, you may hear of it. You may see it. Some of your enemies are going through it. And even if not, don't look for it. Bless me. Do not look for it. Do not look for it. Just know that that the Most High is avenging you. That is all you need to know. Get to the point where you don't even care no more. Get to the point where you really pray for these people. Because some of these people are going to be dealing with a lot of sickness. A lot of things are going to come upon them because of what they tried to do to you. So that is the message. That is what the Most High said. The fire is getting put out. There are some people that cry wolf, and there are no more lifelines. That is the message. So as always, I tell you to use your discernment, to pray on it, and to take it to the Most High. That is how you'll know if it is for you. But as always, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for rocking and rolling with me, Miss T, on another episode of Therapy with Miss T, where we keep it real, raw, and uncut. And I am not here to offend anyone or scare anyone or do anything like that. I am here to keep it real, raw, and uncut with you. And if you can overstand and understand, then I appreciate you and I thank you. And if you cannot, then I overstand and understand as well. I'm not everyone's cup of tea and I'm not trying to be. I am here on a mission. I've awakened to my purpose. I have known that it's time to save souls so that you can awaken on your mission and go about your purpose and help save souls as well. So that is what this is about. And sometimes it gets real. But I don't know how else to be because that's how the Most High give it to me. And I'm not going to stand here and lie to you guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. The truth. So that you can be set free. And around this time, there's some people that have done some things to you. And they have no more lifelines. They have to take it to God now. They have no one else to go to but the Most High. And that's where they need to go. That's who they need to call on. Because that's who they need. That is the message. That's how I got it. So just stay prayed up. Know the Most High is putting out your fires. Know the Most High got your front, your back, and your sides. And the Most High is working for you. You are never forgotten. You are never abandoned. You are never forsaken. Never. Never. And I don't care what anybody says or has you feel. You are never. Never. So know that the Most High is dealing with the enemies. And, I keep telling y'all, this time is up. A lot of God's children are being vindicated. A lot of God's children are being risen. It says the last shall be first. And a lot of y'all are about to be first. Because the people that have been in the front of the line, it's time for them to go back to the back and learn some things. It's time for them to humble themselves. It's time for them to get themselves right with Christ. It's time. And a lot of you guys that have been doing the work are about to be elevated. And there's nothing to gloat about. You earned your position. You earned your right. You stayed down till you came up. You didn't give up. You kept going off of sound doctrine. So who cares what they think? If they only knew. If they only knew. You deserve everything that the Most High has for you. You deserve every blessing that has your name on it. You deserve it. And don't let nobody make you feel like you don't, because they don't have a clue what you have been through. Not even an idea of what you had to endure. So just know that for some of you guys, you are about to go to another level. And as you are being rose up, right, risen, there are some people that are going to be dealing with what they have done. And there are some people that are going to be dealing with their karma. And you get served what you deserve. And that is life. And that is for all of us. None of us can escape it. That's why I keep trying to tell you guys, keep your heart pure so that you don't have to embrace that, so that you don't have to feel that, so that you can be vindicated. That is the message. That is how I got it. So, yeah, guys, that's what the Most High said. Fire extinguisher, the fire's being put out. Boy who cried wolf, they can't cry wolf no more. Nobody's listening. No more lifelines are available. They have to go to God. That is the message. So until next time, and as always, guys, what we tell them, guys, we tell them, namaste.